Welcome back to the war. A war filled with stories so bizarre they sound like something straight out of fiction. In this video, we're diving into crazy facts about World War II that will blow your mind. Think you know everything about the war? Think again. By the end of this video, you'll learn how a children's book author became an undercover spy, how a simple coin helped save countless lives, and why a bear became a national hero. Join us at Legacy of War as we take a deeper look. Here's a strange coincidence to kick things off. In 1914, H.G. Wells wrote about atomic bombs and the world set free decades before they existed. Stranger still, C.S. Lewis wrote a story in 1939 about a secret Nazi base in Norway that was bombed by the Allies. 4 years later, it actually happened.
Oh my gosh!
Adolf Hitler's nephew, William Patrick Hitler, fled Germany and joined the U.S. Navy to fight against his infamous uncle. He even earned a Purple Heart during the war. The U.S. created a ghost army of artists and sound engineers who used inflatable tanks, fake radio transmissions, and sound effects to fool the Nazis. They staged 20 deceptions, saving thousands of lives without firing a single shot. On December 7, 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. What's lesser known is that a U.S. radar operator detected the incoming planes, but was told to ignore it, thinking they were American bombers returning from a training exercise. This mistake had devastating consequences. Lyudmila Pavlichenko, a Soviet sniper, killed 309 Nazis, becoming one of the deadliest snipers in history. She later toured the U.S., urging support for the Soviet war effort. The Great Escape from Stalag Luft 3 was nearly foiled when guards discovered one of the tunnels. Thankfully, Harry remained hidden, allowing 76 men to escape, though only 3 made it to safety. In one of the strangest operations of the war, the British used a dead body dressed as a Royal Marine, complete with fake documents, to mislead the Nazis about the Allied invasion of Sicily. It worked, saving countless lives. A bear named Wojtek was enlisted in the Polish army and even fought in the Battle of Monte Cassino. Wojtek carried ammunition, and after the war, he became a national hero in Poland. British pilots were given silk maps and special coins with hidden compasses during the war. These coins were used to help POWs escape from Nazi camps, guiding them back to Allied territory. During Operation Claymore, a British raid on the Lofoten Islands in Norway, the Allies stumbled upon secret German encryption keys. These keys helped crack the Enigma code, giving the Allies a massive advantage. Adolf Hitler was a huge fan of Disney. He reportedly watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs multiple times and even owned a personal copy. It's a strange contrast given the dark reality of his regime. Before the Holocaust, the Nazis considered deporting Europe's Jews to Madagascar. The plan was ultimately abandoned, but it shows how drastically history could have turned out differently. The British experimented with building an aircraft carrier out of ice during the war. Named Project Habakkuk, the idea was to create a nearly indestructible floating fortress, but it was ultimately deemed impractical. Winston Churchill had a personal vendetta against the German battleship Bismarck. After it sank the HMS Hood, Churchill ordered the entire British fleet to hunt it down. The Bismarck was eventually destroyed, ending its short but deadly career. The Soviet Union trained dogs to run under German tanks with explosives strapped to their backs. Unfortunately, the dogs were trained using Soviet tanks. leading to some tragic misfires. The program was largely unsuccessful, but remains one of the more bizarre aspects of the war. Roald Dahl, the beloved author of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, was also a British spy during World War II. Dahl used his charm and wit to gather intelligence while stationed in Washington, D.C. The British developed bouncing bombs to destroy German dams in the famous Operation Chastise, also known as the Dambusters Raid. These bombs skipped over water like stones and caused catastrophic flooding when they hit their targets. A pigeon named Cher Ami saved nearly 200 soldiers during the war. After being wounded, Cher Ami delivered a crucial message to Allied forces, leading to the rescue of the lost battalion. Cher Ami was later awarded the French Croix de Guerre.
What?
The Allies created a fake General Montgomery, complete with an actor look-alike, to mislead the Germans about D-Day plans. This decoy played a key role in convincing the Nazis that the real invasion would take place at Calais, not Normandy. In 1943, Benito Mussolini was deposed and imprisoned by the Italian government. Hitler ordered an audacious rescue mission, led by special forces, to free him. The mission succeeded, but Mussolini's power was greatly diminished afterward. Winston Churchill's iconic cigars were more than just a personal indulgence. They were also a secret weapon. Churchill had his cigars specially made to contain less nicotine, ensuring he could smoke all day without the typical effects. His cigars became a symbol of British defiance. Hitler's personal photographer, Heinrich Hoffmann, played a significant role in shaping the dictator's image. Hoffmann's carefully staged photos were used as propaganda to present Hitler as a charismatic and powerful leader. In 1942, a German U-boat surfaced in New York Harbor to drop off spies. The mission was part of Operation Pastorius, a failed Nazi sabotage plan that ended with the capture of the agents shortly after they landed. In a bizarre incident, a British plane accidentally bombed the Finnish town of Savukosky, mistaking it for a German position. The town was preparing for a Christmas celebration, and the attack ended up being known as the time the Allies bombed Santa Claus. During the Berlin airlift, an American pilot named Gail Halvorson became known as the Candy Bomber for dropping candy to German children from his plane. His efforts became a symbol of hope during the Cold War. During the Battle of the Bulge, Nazi commandos disguised as American soldiers infiltrated Allied lines. They caused chaos by giving false orders, switching road signs, and creating confusion among the ranks. Famed Hollywood director Frank Capra created the Why We Fight series, a collection of propaganda films designed to explain to American soldiers and the public why the U.S. was involved in World War II. These films played a crucial role in maintaining morale on the home front. And there you have it, insane facts about World War II that show just how strange and surprising history can be. From secret missions to unexpected heroes, these stories remind us that there's always more to discover. So don't forget to check out our selection of playlists. We cover other wars like Vietnam, the World Wars, as well as Viking and Roman times. We will also be adding to our collection soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Check back in again soon. Salute.